Hello, and welcome to HCM 380, Healthcare Economics and Policy for Jefferson College of Health Sciences. My name is Brad Daniel, and I will be your instructor for this course. I have more of a traditional health administration background, and so my goal in this course is for you to not necessarily become academic economists, but to have a good, solid introduction and to be a very effective healthcare manager when it comes to economics. I don't want anyone to walk away from this course that has that same sense sometimes we have about statistics, like, oh, it's statistics, I should be scared. Economics is something that we deal with every day, both in our personal lives and in our healthcare lives, if you will. So you'll notice the text, Economics for Healthcare Managers. Okay, this is definitely a course that is aimed at your ability to translate your learnings in economics into your managerial day-to-day life. Notice the third edition. We are teaching from the third edition. There's nothing wrong with a used textbook. I can't comment on whether or not you can use the second or first because I've honestly not reviewed those. There is an open book. This is mostly a course about the book. Of course, I've infused my own experiences into the video lectures, but I will ask that you get the book. I mean, you're setting yourself up for failure if you don't. I will tell you this is a really hard topic to teach electronically, and that's why I'm going to record this video, possibly others. I'd encourage you to watch the older introductory video from last year, if you can sit through it, just in case there's something in there that might be helpful. I will teach, as I mentioned, it's challenging in the sense that when we start talking about graphs and what happens to economic graphs, it can be a little bit confusing because we're not face to face. So if you do have questions, let me know. When in doubt, go back to the book. The tests are based on the book. Of course, I'm grading them and I'm a human, but I mean, I'll have the opportunity to look over them, but I'll expect you to be accountable to the text. Now, the good news is the tests only account for 40% of your total grade. And so as I mentioned in my announcement, the written announcement, the last time I taught this course, we had a lot of feedback. There was too much pressure to have just a midterm and a final. So you'll have 4 quizzes. So if you don't like that, I guess you go find the people who just graduated and complain to them. But I do think it'll be better. You'll have less pressure. You'll have a shorter amount of chapters to really focus in on. This is not a class where you're going to be able to do like, one of these Netflix shows that we all love where you do the whole thing in a weekend. If you do that, you will not get a good grade. I'm sorry. So I'm going to ask that you stay with the course. You try to just read a couple chapters a week, really absorb them, watch the video at the same time, make sure you're getting it. Do not wait until the night before each test to read and do the videos. Because this is almost like anything else, it needs to sort of distill within you. Okay, the paper, it's due early in the course because I want you to have time to focus. Those last few chapters get a little more heady, if you will. So I want to make sure that you get the paper out of the way and these discussions. I would not do the discussions. The discussions are on a separate discussion tab there. I'm very easy when it comes to grading discussions as long as you're saying something reasonably intelligent. That's an easy way to buttress up your grade. Please do not write 45 paragraph essays in the discussion. I only have time to read a paragraph at most, maybe a little more. So as long as, again, you're being cogent and you're saying things that make sense and you're being respectful of your colleagues, we're going to be in good shape on discussions. Log in frequently. I do update as we go through the course. I'm available to you. I've got Jefferson email on my personal phone. I usually respond to people within an hour or so, but you be patient with me and I'll be patient with you and we'll learn together. Again, my goal here is to make sure that you are comfortable and confident in the area of economics and that you learn a few things along the way. A couple things about the paper. There are a fair amount of people in this course. I'm teaching 2 courses at the same time. It's more interesting to me if I can tell that you're interested in the paper, right? I mean, I think that's good advice for anyone. So any course, just try to pick something that you're interested in. Try to, if you're looking for ideas, go through the table of contents. Think, look at the book, look at the syllabus. What are we talking about in the course? Definitely related to the class. Don't pull something that you just happen to be writing about in another class. It's so obvious when people do that, and it doesn't work out well for you. I do ask that you pre-approve the topic with me, and you'll see that in the syllabus. Just send me a quick email. I will, and I have in the past, restricted people. I cannot afford to read 4 papers about the exact same thing. It's just, it's too much for me, and it's not fair to you. So if you have a really cool idea, make sure you ask early so I can go ahead and sign you up, okay? It's not for me to be in control. It's for me to help you. And I have some good discussions with people as they're thinking about that. But definitely don't send me an email to say, what should I write my paper about? I think this is an advanced class. You guys, take a hard look at sort of the outline. Think about things that are that you're facing. We talk about healthcare. We just had a presidential election. Healthcare is in the news all the time, and usually it's about cost, and cost is a form of an economic issue. So again, this is just a brief intro. I'm excited about working with everyone here, and please don't hesitate to reach out. My contact information is on the webpage there on Blackboard. Blackboard will be our vehicle for good or bad, and if you need me for anything, please do not hesitate to ask, and welcome to the course, and I look forward to getting to know each one of you a little bit better as we move forward. Thank you.